Hi, my name is Josh, and I am a wargaming noob. And here it is, Dust 1947 Taskforce Diver U.S. Marine Corps Starter Set. A great way to get into Dust 1947. This starter has everything that you need to get into the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. Alright, so as you can see, let's see if I can change my camera angle here a little bit. You got a lot of things going on here. You have your figures, you have your objective tiles, and cards here. And we'll go ahead and take a closer look at that soon. You also have a couple terrain pieces here, as well as one of the mech robot type units for the game. So you also get a 3x2 neoprene map that, if you combine with someone else's starter set, because they all come with this mat, you'll have a full-on gaming map for the game. So this is just the information pamphlet about your starter set here. Gives you a little bit of the fluff, as well as you know, what's supposed to come inside your box here. There's a picture of your completed task force, your starter. And what's great about Dust in general is that you don't have to assemble any of the models. They're already pre-assembled. I guess they're ready to paint. I think they're pre-primed, so you don't have to prime them, but if you want, you can go ahead and do that. Other than that, your models are ready to be used in the game. So here are your starter rules, as well as the terrain buildings. The map itself, I'll bring this back out. A grid pattern here, and those building pieces or terrain pieces actually fit over this. This game can be played with these 2D tiles as well as the 3D terrain pieces for the game. So let's go back to the original portion of the box set here. So you have a tank trap. You have, if I can get this out, an ammo crate. Here is your walker, already pre-primed, ready to be painted. Doesn't even have to be assembled. This is the driver for the walker here. You go right there like that. You also get, and this is cool, faction dice for the game. These are green because this is the U.S. Marine Corps starter. You have Diver, who is the hero that's included in this set. And then you have the unit, the fire starters, and I believe that they are this close assault unit. Here's a flamethrower dude. And then, if I can get these out, they're in there pretty tight. This is a guy with a combat shotgun. Another flamethrower. This guy doesn't have his flamethrower in weapon on position. He has binoculars there. Another flamethrower. And another combat shotgun dude. So, next up, we have some other stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and open this. Put these off to the side. You have your unit cards. This is Diver, the hero in the box set. His stats. And then here is, another version of Diver. Oh, actually, let's go back to Diver here. So there are two versions of Diver included, two cards for Diver, which have him in two different factions, in the Desert Scorpions and in the U.S. Marine Corps. So that's kind of cool. You have two versions. So if you have a Desert Scorpion army, you can definitely use Diver in that army as well. Then, you know, Desert Scorpions, US Marine Corps, all that there, they are allies, or the allied faction. Next up, you have the Bushmaster Walker. Stats right there. And then your US Marine Corps Close Assault Squad. So it looks like the guy with the flamethrower and the binoculars is the unit leader. So there you go. All right. Lastly, you have these terrain cards, and these are cool because they're double-sided. Hard cardboard, as you can see. Tree, part of a building or a wall. And then I don't know if these are all the same. Yeah, they're pretty much very similar. So, again, you can play this game with the 2D tiles as well as the 3D terrain options like the tank trap, ammo crate. I believe that there are some other terrain pieces that you can buy for the game. Alright, we're going to finish off with the last pieces for the starter here, the starter rules. This is pretty dense, kind of manual, quick play guide. To get into the game itself, game system. It gives you the fluff and tells you what's going on and the history of the Dust 1947 universe. Originally, this game came out as Dust Tactics, and it went through several different iterations until we got to Dust Tactics, which is the current version of the game. The rules are pretty much the same, and you could still use your old models if you actually got into Dust Tactics or Dust Warfare, which were two previous iterations of Dust 1947. And that's what's cool about this game. So, got the fluff, and obviously you're going to have some rules, and, you know, all that stuff. So, lastly, the big building tile that you can use for the game. So the coolest thing about Dust 1947 and the starters that they have released, it gets you into the game at a decent cost. It has almost everything that you need to play the game with a partner, because like I said, each of these comes with a mat that, when combined with yours, basically creates an entire game board for Dust 1947. You get your faction dice, you get a starter that includes troops, maybe a walker, maybe a vehicle, and then everything that you need in order to play this game. This is definitely a great value, and it kind of gives you a taste of what Dust 1947 has to offer. So hopefully you get into this game, because it's definitely a great game to get into. You don't have to assemble any models. You can paint them. You don't have to paint them. It's just a great game that you can get into real easy. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more unboxing videos for Dust 1947 on Wargaming New.